Just before I start this video, if you guys would like to take part in my subscriber showcase drag battles, all you gotta do is make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and have me added on Xbox. My gamer tag is Ericship and all the information will be posted on my activity feeds, and I hope to see you guys there. Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here, and welcome to our 27th edition of our Hot Lap series, featuring one of the most highly anticipated battles ever. With a total of 37 cars that have gone around our test track period, there is one hypercar that we can finally get our hands on in Forza Horizon 3, a possible major contender in our leaderboards and a direct rival to the McLaren P1 and the LaFerrari. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Porsche 918 Spider. Although the McLaren P1 and LaFerrari have both gone around our test track in our second episode of our Hot Lap series, they have been brought back for this particular battle as a benchmark comparison. Without wasting any more time, looking at the stats given by Forza Horizon 3, we can see that all three cars are classed at S2. However, the overall rating of the Porsche is the lowest at 969 to the LaFerraris and McLaren P1's 981. Looking at the stats individually, all of the cars have a perfect braking score of 10, and since the 918 is all-wheel drive, both its launch and acceleration is far superior than the other two, but loses out in the speed department. Now, looking at the real performance figures, the Porsche actually outputs the least power here at 887 brake horsepower, not even reaching the 900 mark, however does produce the most amount of torque. The 918 also weighs much heavier than the other two, but as mentioned before, does possess an all-wheel drive drivetrain, which means putting all that power to the ground can be achieved with ease. Now, because the McLaren P1 and LaFerrari have already been around our track, I won't be driving them in this video, but if you would like to watch that episode, I'll put a link in the description down below. So I'll be driving the Porsche 918 around our track for an initial impressions lap, with the hot lap being shown immediately after, then a side-by-side comparison of all three cars' hot lap, finally revealing what time the Porsche clocked and where it ranks in our hot lap leaderboards. Okay, so I'm in the Porsche 918 Spider right now, and right off the line, the acceleration is absolutely brutal. Definitely one of the fastest that have been around our test track. And coming onto the first significant corner of our lap now, I feel that the handling is really good. Of course, the grip, acceleration, everything is fantastic with the 918. And coming to the straight here, I don't feel that it's as fast as the McLaren P1 or the LaFerrari, but here the braking is absolutely fantastic, and as you can see, I didn't really clip the apex, and that is simply because the 918, well, at least in Forza Horizon 3, all-wheel drive cars tend to have that little understeer, and that is something that I have to somewhat get used to, because I remember the Sesto Elemento also having the same problem as well. But in terms of the driving experience, the 918 can be driven with ease, unlike the McLaren P1 or the LaFerrari, because this is all-wheel drive. Exiting corners, I can just put the throttle all the way to the end as soon as I exit corners, and I know the grip will be there for me to rocket through, giving me a peace of mind. But the problem is still that initial turn-in, which means even though the braking is still fantastic, I have to brake slightly earlier in order for me to clip all the apexes when going through corners, and that is the only downside I have with the 918 Spider. But apart from that, still a very quick car, and it'll be very interesting to see how fast the 918 can clock around our hot lap. So nonetheless, here is the hot lap. So now it's time to put the 918's hot lap in comparison with the McLaren P1 and LaFerrari, and then reveal the time that it clocked along with where it sits in our hot lap leaderboards. So, what time did the Porsche 918 clock? It clocked a 52.319 second, just slightly faster than the McLaren P1 and exactly 2/10 faster than the LaFerrari, ranking itself in tied 4th position with the Pagani Huayra BC, cementing itself as one of the fastest stock track cars in Forza Horizon 3. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this highly competitive episode of our hot lap battle. If you guys did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more Forza Horizon 3 content done by me, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.